A Guilford County Republican is seeking his 5th term in the North Carolina State House. Incumbent John Hardister is facing Democrat Nicole Quick in the race for the 59th District. Hardister is the focus of our Commitment 2020 coverage. Bill O'Neill has the story.
After 8 years in the General Assembly, Hardister has worked his way into a leadership role. He says the Republican Party has been good stewards of public money and that North Carolina is in better shape than most other states.
If you look at where we are today, we're in a recession now, and we haven't cut teacher pay, and we don't plan on it. We have over $1 billion in our savings. We've been responsible. I mean, God forbid we get to that point, but we're at a point now where financially, I think we're able to get through the crisis.
What would be the downside if Democrats were to take control of the House?
Well, if Democrats take control, I think the problem is the Democrat party's moved decisively left. They want to raise taxes. I think they'll raise taxes substantially, most likely expand the role of government.
Expand programs such as Medicaid, which Hardister opposes. Democrats need to flip 6 seats in the House to take back control. And this race between Hardister and his opponent, Nicole Quick, is considered one of the most competitive. Your opponent says that you are more interested in business and corporations than you are in people. Is that a fair assessment?
That's just political rhetoric. It's hyperbole. I mean, if you look at my record, I've worked to reform the tax code to reduce taxes on all North Carolinians, especially the middle class, those in a lower income situation.
Democrats, including Nicole Quick, contend that Republicans, like John Hardister, chose tax cuts for corporations over funding schools and increasing teacher pay.
I think this issue's been highly politicized. I think teachers are underpaid. They need to be paid more. But you have to remember, at the same time, we have a lot of other responsibilities to fund within state government. We have a lot of other state employees.
Hardister notes that 57% of North Carolina's budget goes to public education. He also supports GOP efforts to fund charter schools and offer vouchers for private schools.
I support all education. I support K-12, our traditional school system, the voucher programs. I don't like it when you see this combative situation where you have all this rhetoric and, asserting that it's one versus the other, and I don't see it that way at all.
We asked the Guilford County Republican for his view of Black Lives Matter protest.
I support Black Lives Matter as a concept. It makes sense when you have folks who think they're being persecuted based on the race. When I see protesters that are rioting and that are nihilistic, in some cases maybe promoting Marxist politics, I don't support that at all.
Do you think members of the African American community are treated the same by police as the white community?
Well, the evidence may show otherwise. I think that the vast majority of law enforcement try to do the right thing. They have an extremely difficult job, a very dangerous job. I think 99.9% of them do a great job, but you're going to have some who don't. But look, I think there is racism. It has always existed. John Hardister interned for Congressman Howard Coble. He says one important lesson he learned was to never duck anyone, whether it's constituents or journalists. He says he's tried to do the very same. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.